Did you hear about your fellow draft classmate?
Yes, I just heard one of the guys that has been balling for so long in our league, three-time Defensive Player of the Year, J.J. Watt is retiring. It's funny he like DM'd me out of nowhere and was just like, "Congrats on the game," and you know, uh, keep going, never stop, and I'm like, you keep going, never stop. And then he's calling it quits. And I just I've always appreciated you know getting to know JJ and TJ. We both started out in AZ training out there, and that 2011 class, man. We got some really special guys in there that will go down in history as some of the best at their positions.
It really is a great draft. I mean, we talk about best draft classes of all time. I don't know where you guys are on the depth of like after the first round, but if you go look at
Ooh.
that first round of that draft, and I know there's guys there, but it's tough to compare every draft ever. That first round though, Cam, is loaded with guys. I mean, you even got guys like Alden Smith who didn't play a full career that I think we all thought he would, but it was awesome. I mean, like you got dudes all over that draft class, and how's
You
it
got
make you feel though?
Julio.
JJ's retiring, man, and it's just crazy. It feels like just yesterday y'all got in the league.
I know. One by one, my guys are starting to retire. You know, it's getting there's slim pickings out there for the 2011 draft. But it's an honor to be part of such a really cool group. JJ, Cam Jordan, Julio, AJ Green, Andy Dalton, Cam Newton,
Von Miller,
Von Miller,
Julio,
Patrick Peterson.
Patrick Peterson. I mean, it's a good
Oh,
class.
wait! Don't even let me forget this. He's not even in the first round. Richard Sherman is
Oh,
in that
that's
class.
right. Yeah, I'm
Yes.
not gonna lie, man. That's something for another show where we kind of maybe examine best draft classes ever and see where you guys rank because I'm not just sucking up to you. It's a good class. It's a really good
Yeah.
class.
It's a special class. And, I think everybody wants to, every year you're thinking this could be the class. And, for so many different guys to go their own way and do it their way, it's pretty special to see how many guys have thrived out of that class. It just, when you see them, you're always like, yeah, you don't forget the 2011 class.
No, and I also think too what hurts you guys is, and I know Cam Newton won an MVP, but it's like y'all don't have like the multiple quarterbacks that were like, like where Ben's class has Rivers, Manning, and Ben, or whatever else. You guys just have, if you guys put together a team of everybody in that class, though, that's an elite team. There's guys
Dude,
all
you
over the
got
field.
Jason Kelsey
Uh
in
huh.
that.
Yeah.
You got so many good players. It's Tyron Smith. Like it's unbelievable the amount of talent that's not just dedicated to the quarterback position. You can arguably say Cam Newton's one of the best. He is the best running quarterback. And so you look at the stats, and so I know it's not the prototypical quarterback, but Andy Dalton's still around. How many guys can say they've had a career that long? He must be doing something right. And so I think with the amount of guys who have stayed in the league as long as they have, who have performed at a high level, it's really special to see how many guys are going to wind up in the Hall of Fame.
Well, I think Cam is injuries, right? If Cam doesn't hurt his shoulder and can stay healthy, I mean, there's no telling where he goes. I mean, like I said, the guy was a MVP on a 15-1 team that lost in the Super Bowl. So, I mean, yeah, I'm looking at this. Mark Ingram's in that class. Kyle
Okay.
Rudolph. I mean, you got some
Yeah.
dudes all over. Torrey Smith. I mean, that's a good class, man. It really is. All right, now I want you to go scout here. What are the biggest similarities between TJ and JJ? You've got to play with TJ, but you watch JJ from afar.
Their motor. Their motor is identical. They both give relentless amount of energy to chasing after the ball and getting after it. And I think that's what makes them the pass rushers they are. It might not be the first move, it might not be the second move, but they just keep going, and they're like the Energizer Bunny, and that's how they play. But I think that, and then I think they've got they've got this one we call it the ghost, where they show their hands and they get a little dip through. And I've seen both of them do it every single time, and it's identical.
Okay, so they've been clearly been training together for the last
Yes,
year.
for a long time.
Oh
For a
man,
long
no,
time.
that's interesting, man. I'm glad you could give us a little breakdown of them.
Yeah,
Who's the best?
one year we're gonna have to like everybody from the 2011 draft class on, and then just I don't know how we'd organize that, but there are some true studs that we got to give homage to, and JJ's one of them.
Oh, I mean, dude, JJ, you got a Pouncey brother in there, Robert Quinn, Tyron Smith, Julio Jones, Patrick Peterson,
Ryan Kerrigan
Ryan
is in there.
Kerrigan, yeah, Marcel Darius. I mean, there are dudes all over that class, man. I mean, it really is. Akeem Ayers. I mean, there's guys, Randall Cobb. Like, man, I'll tell you, you do have a good draft class. Like I said, I don't know where it ranks all time. We'd have to do a little deeper dive, but I definitely think you guys are up there.
We'll have to do a deeper dive and find out.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think we can make that work. All right, who's the better Watt though, TJ or JJ? Or Derek? I don't want to throw Derek. Is Derek? I know he plays a different side of the ball, but TJ, Derek, or JJ?
I'm gonna say Mama Watt.
Oh,
Mama Watt wins. Or Big John. Big John Watt. Big John is awesome. I think the parents just do an amazing job. I don't know if I can pick between either one because they all find different ways to shine. And man, that bloodline is something special.
Yeah, I'd say this. If you have 3 kids that play professional football and go on to be as successful as all 3 of they have, the parents are the real MVP.
Yes.
That's not by accident. That is something they did. So you're right. I like that. The best Watts are Mama Watt and Daddy Watt for sure.
Yes.